Has your ex been giving you inconsistent behavior that's driving you a little bit crazy? Well, in this video, we're going to be going over why you might be getting mixed messages or hot and cold behavior from your ex, what it's all about, are they stringing you along, or is there maybe, just maybe, something a little bit more complicated going on beneath the surface? Stay tuned because that is exactly what we're going to get into in this video. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life, and today we're talking about why your ex may be giving you inconsistent or confusing or hot and cold kinds of behavior. Now, it wouldn't be the first time I've ever heard of someone doing this, and it also wouldn't be the first time I've heard of someone jumping to the conclusion that your ex is some sort of evil, manipulative, sadistic, Machiavellian, horrible person. Of course, that is a possibility. I mean, hey, I don't know your ex. Somebody has to be an evil, sadistic person. Maybe it is your ex for all I know. But the thing is that you probably would know this from interacting with them and having a relationship with them. If you saw them sort of callously treat people and manipulate them and things like that during your time together, then, hey, maybe that's who they are. But if they were a genuinely decent person, a good person and all of that, just trying to do the right thing, they're probably not going to suddenly become a horrible monster overnight. In fact, if you look at this from an emotional standpoint, this kind of hot and cold behavior is typically a lot more easily explainable than assuming the worst about them. Now, the truth is that when your ex is interacting with you, they are constantly battling two complicated things. There's a side of them that wants to connect with you. There's a side of them that wants to get closer to you. And then there's also a side of them that's afraid to open up and trust, that's afraid of getting hurt. Because believe it or not, as much pain as this breakup may have caused you, it's also caused your ex a lot of pain and hurt as well too. As they're sort of going forward, moving towards opening up towards you, there's a part of them that says, hey, don't do that. It could hurt us. It could cause us to feel pain. It could cause us to, get hurt again. I don't want to do that. We should just hold back. We should take back everything nice that we said yesterday. And we should, say, hey, maybe we should just be friends. We should never get back together again because it seems too scary. It seems too overwhelming. It seems too risky to potentially open ourselves up to being hurt or being, let down or disappointed or anything like that over again. And so there's this back and forth that goes on within your ex. And so oftentimes this inconsistent or hot and cold or mixed message kind of behavior is coming from this confusion that's happening with them. Now, what exactly can you do to help get through that? And what exactly can you do to navigate through this? And more importantly, what is actually going on with them? That's what we're going to be talking about here in just a moment. But before we do, if you do like this video, help a humble guy out with his YouTube channel by smashing or gently tapping that thumbs up button to help us with the YouTube algorithm. And also, please, feel free to subscribe to this fine YouTube channel as well too, making sure that you hit the notification bell down below so that you can get notified whenever we publish and upload new content on this channel. When it comes to all of this, you have to understand that this is really just a balancing game of trust for your ex. They're learning how to trust you again. They're learning how to trust themselves to make the right choices again. They're learning how to trust the dynamic that's unfolding between the two of you. They might be opening up and getting closer towards you, but that also takes a lot of trust on their mind. And it's causing them to step out of their comfort zone and to open themselves up in a vulnerable way where potentially they could end up getting hurt or let down by you. And sometimes that does feel scary, so they pull it back. And so this is them learning to trust. This is them learning to open up. This is them learning to put their faith in the connection that they have with you again. And so what we want to do is understand that they're going through this journey as well and learn that the more that we can open up ourselves, the more that we can volunteer more, the more that we can be vulnerable ourselves, the more we're going to really inspire them to want to trust us more. Okay, so I know that there's probably also an equal battle going on within you to sort of shut down, to play it safe, to not risk anything and everything else like that. That's why there are all these people out there that say, hey, you want to be completely opaque. You never want to let them know your intentions and all that, because it sort of plays into this fear that a lot of people already have, which is that, hey, I shouldn't put myself out there because I might risk getting disappointed, or I might risk, doing this or something like that. You absolutely can put yourself out there emotionally if you do it in a genuine and responsible sort of way, rather than, just like begging and pleading and pouring your heart out and saying, I'll never give up trying to win you back. I'd walk over broken shards of glass for you or anything like that. Obviously that's probably not the best thing to say. You don't want to express that, because that's what we would call bad vulnerability. That's what we'd call negative vulnerability, because it places the responsibility for your emotions in someone else's hands, versus positive vulnerability, which is something where you're able to take responsibility for your own emotional experience and also transparently, vulnerably share that with your partner. Now, that is the kind of vulnerability that inspires more trust and inspires them to want to get closer to you and inspires them to want to open up more to you. And that's absolutely the kind of vulnerability that you want to express. And it's also the kind of vulnerability that's going to encourage them to open up to you, encourage them to trust you, and encourage them to risk a little bit more with you. And the more that they're able to do that, and the more that they're able to do it in a way where they feel safe along the way, and they see, hey, I opened up and nothing bad happened. Hey, I opened up and I was received well by them. Hey, I opened up and I was, welcomed and accepted and all of that sort of stuff. The more trust that's going to build with them, and the more they're going to start to do that more and more and more. And when that happens, that voice in the back of their head that says, hey, don't open up, it could be dangerous, it could be risky, the quieter and quieter that voice becomes. And the more consistent your ex's behavior comes, the more they start doing what they say they're going to do, and the more they start actually getting closer to you, and the closer the two of you actually start to come towards actually getting back together again. Now, this is just part of their emotional journey towards getting back together with you. This all fits within what we would call the 5 stages that your ex goes through in getting back together. Now, if you haven't seen this yet, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, it would be very helpful for you to check out this video right over here where we outline your ex's 5 stages of getting back together. This is sort of fundamental required watching for this YouTube channel, and it's going to be very insightful for you. So check it out, and I'll see you over there.